start your day. Fabulously flawed, we're lighting the way. Monday to Friday, new episodes with laughter and love. Let's start the show. We're shaking things up. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Motivation, inspiration, and fun. Fabulously flawed, everyone. So shine a little brighter. Grab your smile and sing along. The show's about to start with Marni, your host. You can't go wrong.
Hey, Fabulously Flawed friends. Welcome to Fabulously Flawed. I am your host, Marni, and it's Monday. Another week, I know, but I always say I hope I could make it a little bit motivational, Marnivational, where the day doesn't have to be so miserable, where we can find a little bit of magic somewhere. So I hope you guys had a good weekend, did something to bring yourself a few minutes of peace, did something for your self-care, used a boundary, implemented one, not taking a phone call if you were tired. Doesn't matter how big or small, but just that you did something for your own peace and self-care and serene state of mind. So today's episode, I'm calling it Mind Your Own Business, because how many people have too much time on their hand and you just want to say MYOB? Like, go heal yourselves. Go think about your life, because there's a whole lot going on there that people are not healing or thinking about or wanting to work on themselves. So they focus on every other single person. And here, I always say, what people say about us is none of our business. And I'm 55, going to be 56, and I make it sound so effortlessly, like if somebody says something to me or about me, go fuck yourself. I don't want to know. We're not supposed to know what people say about us, but there are people that do hear what people say about them, and not everybody is healed enough to let themselves have things roll off them. People, it's human nature to take things like personally at first. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I didn't do anything to you. But that is when people start being nosy and judgy and questioning, and you want to just say, will you fucking leave me alone and stay in your lane and mind your own damn business? But when you are not healed and people are talking to you like that, it can hurt you. So I just want you guys to I just want to give a couple of my situations and things, different ways that maybe if you find yourself engaging with someone who is the gossiper, because you know that's the worst. If they're coming to you with gossip, I promise you 100%, not even questionable, that they're gossiping about you too. And I remember I was at, remember I did a few episodes ago about wasabi wishes, where I sent the sushi boat because I wanted to be friends with these people. Well, that same girl, okay, wait, no, this is like, I always reference these people who live rent-free in my head. At this party, and one of her best friends is this girl, Stacy, and she comes up and she goes, we have to talk about Stacy's hair. I can't stand it. And I'm like, at that moment, this was like 2010. I'm thinking, if you're talking about your best friend like that and her hair, what the hell are you saying about me? Because I'm really not that close to you. And that's when I realized, like, why do you care? Like, you have your own life. Like, why the fuck are you talking about your friend, and why do you care? I had this one girl when I first started making my videos. This is 6 years ago, 2019, I think it was. And I started writing my first post, and she inboxed me and she goes, I don't mean to be rude, but it's there, not there. Like, okay, grammar police, thank you. Like, mind your own fucking business. I don't know who's listening in the different age demographics, but if you're my age, you know Bewitched. And if you're young, ask your mom about Gladys Kravitz, who is the OG of Yentas. Yenta is somebody who looks at everyone's business, looking out the window, has to know everything that's going on. So the Gladys Kravitzes of your neighborhoods, of your world, are the worst people to be around because they need to mind their own friggin' business and stop caring what you do. And I guess my social anxiety that I've lived with my whole life kept me in a prison, and it kept my mind, from opportunity and success, I guess, and friendships and relationships, because I would listen to other people when they didn't mind their business and they would say things to me. I allowed it. I didn't implement a boundary, and at times I did listen to gossip, and I think that was very, very toxic. There's people, sometimes they mean well, sometimes they don't, but does it really matter why that couple was arguing in public, but they're still together? Why does that matter? Why? Then you also have the people, do you ever notice if you post something on social media, that's like the only time they will call you? Have you ever noticed? I don't hear from certain people, but if they see something, they'll call me and say, wait, when did Taylor start doing that? Wait, let me go back to the Taylor thought. My daughter Taylor, some of you know, my daughter's 26. Now, there's been a woman I've referenced on episodes, another one who lives rent-free in my head whenever I reference mean and nasty people, someone who's in my husband's world. And when my daughter was 16, she had her nose fixed. She had been bullied about her big nose, and it just broke her heart. So anyway, she documented it. She was like, okay, I'm on my way. I'm here now recovering. So the nosy fucking bitch said to my husband, why would Taylor put that on social media? So planting that in my husband's head, then he thinks, why are you doing that? So just shut the fuck up to people and mind your own damn business. It's something that I want to say so many times. And the one thing that I can say to anybody that wants to hear any kind of motivation, not giving up, to stay true to yourself and keep going. In 2020, when COVID happened, I didn't have TikTok. I just remember trying to keep myself busy, and I was recording myself singing I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar with the Sex and the City, the movie, when they were singing it on karaoke. So that same nasty woman said to my husband, did you see what your wife put on Facebook? So now my husband's thinking, what the fuck did you put on Facebook? Why are you like dancing around and doing that? Now I'm thinking, oh gosh, what are people going to think? Words that I never, ever say. But had I listened to that kind of girl and the comments people made, I wouldn't be here. If I listened to the bitchy things after my book came out, like January 2020, and people read it because they thought it was gossip and they made some snarky comments, if I would have listened to that, I wouldn't have been able to be here. My book wouldn't have been able to have helped people. I wouldn't have had the book signings. I wouldn't have had so many people relate to different situations and scenarios that they're knowing that they're not alone. So I chose finally to not listen to the outside noise when people give their unsolicited advice. And recently, my daughter went through a breakup and it affected her tremendously. So she has been documenting the journey. Do you know that same fucking bitch, all these years later, 10 years later, said to my husband, do you have TikTok? And he's like, no. Why is Taylor talking about her life? Like, why? I don't get it. Well, you're not supposed to fucking get it, number one. Mind your own damn business. And who the fuck cares? Why does it bother you? Go fix your life. Go heal. I'll tell you, I fixed my life and healing by not being near that woman ever again. I actually had to see her at a party. Was it November of 24? I think it was November of 24. Yeah. And she saw me at this party, literally didn't want to say hello to me, like turned her back to me. And every time I talked and she was in that little area, I saw her turn her back to me. And I'm like, man, it takes more effort to act like you don't care than to just say, hey, what's up? So people, when you find them, one, giving unsolicited advice that you didn't ask for, kindly you could say, noted, but thank you, not asking. Don't engage and don't argue trying to prove a point or trying to prove that you're right. Do not, I say this all the time about our peace and our energy. It's just so important to preserve. Like, think of seriously your energy, and I say this all the time, like an energy allotment debit card. Now, most of us by 8 a.m, so much of our energy is gone that we're now negative in our account because we have spent the entire morning thinking about why someone said this to us. Why are they asking about my daughter's college? Why are they asking about this or that? Just being nosy fucking bitches that has nothing to do with them. Oh, I saw you have a lot of cars coming by. What's going on? Oh, you're selling your house? I didn't know that. Just people are so nosy, and not everyone needs to know your business. If people ask you stuff and you're not comfortable with sharing, you don't have to answer anyone. You don't protect your peace so much, because when you deplete it, you have nothing to give and the energy is gone, and we don't realize how much we waste on nonsense. So when somebody starts talking to you and you're thinking to yourself, just shut the fuck, mind your own business, you just figure out a way to remove yourself from that situation. Okay, noted. And leave. Don't argue with them. Don't engage. It's not worth it. And just know that you are freaking amazing, and you will love yourself so much that one day there isn't a thing anyone could do or say that will ever affect you. I promise, because I'm here and I have lived it. So trust me, your friend Marni. Okay, so if you want to check my videos out on YouTube, they're really fun, fabulously flawed, and I am on TikTok Shop Marni Inspires, and of course my book True to Myself, which is on Amazon. Remember, protect that peace, guys. Put yourself in that bubble today, and don't let anyone ever burst your bubble. I love saying bubble. And never ever let anyone dull your sparkle. Just because they don't have theirs, do not let them take yours from you. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a magical Monday.
Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Fabulously Flawed. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, we're so glad you're here, and we hope you'll come back Monday through Friday for another serving of empowerment, motivation, and inspiration. We'll catch you next time on Fabulously Flawed.